fashion means so many things to so many people, as much as it means different things to different people. You're welcome to Brands and Fashion on iBrandTV. This is a show where we bring you up to speed on the latest fashion trends, fashion tips, and also talking about the business of fashion. I am Margaret Opera. Now let's take you into the goodies we have for you on the show today. Firstly, we have the trend segment, and on the trends we bring you up to speed with the latest trends in the world of fashion. And of course, we'll move over to the brands highlights, where we have a chat with a professional from the fashion world. And then the click segment, we're doing a critical analysis of different folks in different outfits from a professional point of view. We'll take a short break now. Brands and fashion comes up after the break. You're welcome back to Brands and Fashion, and just like I mentioned earlier on Brands and Fashion today, we have loads and loads of interesting segments for your viewing pleasure, and also to keep your eyes glued to the show because you don't want to miss any of the goodies we have for you today. Now joining us on the show, we have the honors of having Olivia Shamak, the CEO of Zetno Kiddies, your one-stop shop to make fashion fantasies a reality. Olivia, thank you for being on the show.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
You know, it's hard to see people who dark lip fit. I think you're one of those people that has this beautiful dark lip. A lot of people will say, "Oh, well, Margaret, you should try dark lips." But I'm wondering, how do you think I would look good if I apply dark lip just as you have done that?
It's a personal thing. I think it will look good on you.
Well,
I love dark colors. Actually.
What you have a reason for liking dark colors?
I don't know. For some reason, it makes me look different.
You like to look weird. Or fierce, that's the word.
Yes, that's
fierce,
the word.
Now we're talking about colors. We have another interesting segment on the show today, and the next segment we'll be talking about the trend segment.
Color clash is not a particular color against another color. It's different shades of colors that works less well together. For instance, a bright clear yellow will work well with a strong purple, but less well with a warm and muted purple, as the tones will be different. Mix wool and cotton with velvet, silk and suede. The point is that if it is all in a similar color, then the fabrics will play very nicely together. Don't be afraid to add clashing accessories. When you switch to block colors and forgo prints, the cut and fit of your clothing really come into their own. But it's been a while since you embraced head-to-toe color. Step into the bright. The good news is that so long as you pick your shades carefully, you really can't go wrong. And this is not about needing to buy a host of colorful clothes. I bet you've already got enough color in your wardrobe to pull off a stylish clashing outfit. Creating great style often means breaking the fashion rules. Colors that clash can be worn together to design vibrant, eye-catching looks and styling.
You mentioned colors. Now, talking about colors, there's something called color clashing, right? A lot of people now mix colors that originally you would say, well, this will not go.
Like
you know,
it's
a no-no. Yeah, you know, it's different from your normal black and white. Your like just what you're putting on. It's a normal color that would fit anything. You can even wear a pink shoe with this, or white shoe or gold shoe. It will still fit. Well, you may not like that, but then I think
weird.
Well, having a pink shoe on black and white is not.
It's
pink.
black. You know, black. It's a neutral color. You can rock it.
White is also a neutral color.
Yeah. But when you
black
talk
and
about
white.
And when you talk about those weird colors like wearing yellow,
yeah, I was coming to that. I'm just saying, for instance, this is a neutral color,
okay,
and you can rock it. But people now go as far as rocking colors that originally when you see, you're like, okay, this will never go. For instance, a yellow and orange. I feel like that's, of course, that on the color chart. I don't think that's something like that.
Yeah.
What do you think about color clashing?
To me, I don't think I'll rock that. I am not a color riot person. But people rock it and it really looks nice.
Actually, it does look like some celebrities have rocked something. I know Inidima did one of that for the wedding of the director of King of Boys.
Okay.
Trying to get her name now. well, she did that, and then she even said she didn't even know that the color would go together. It went together. Bimbo Ademoye at some point was something that originally you would say it is a no. Maybe because they're celebrities, well, people appreciated those colors.
You don't know, maybe it's because of it looks good on pictures. If you look at it like originally, you'll be like, what the hell, what's going on here?
So you don't think it's something you would want to rock for any reason?
Not at all.
But you know, some of these things, some of these colors, you may even think they won't look nice because this is flashy, but you actually need to try. I'm sure some persons, they would say, okay, I wouldn't even want to do, but when it comes to situation, they don't have a choice. They now try it. So what if you're in that situation and you're just like, okay, I have nothing to wear, let me just pick something, and then you realize this actually goes, and then it becomes a trend. Yeah, you know that trends they go and they come, and so
exactly. Most of these trends they've been in existence back in the days, and they're just bringing them back.
Yeah, but that fashion evolves, fashion goes and comes. Like what you were wearing in those days, they call it what's it called, bongo, right? Yeah. But now we call it palazzo or boot cut. As a matter of fact, our fathers used to wear it then. Even what the Afro wigs we now wear, it used to be in vogue back in the days, and so just show that fashion is not static. Fashion goes and fashion comes. Coming up next, we have the celebrity style inspiration.
Celebrity designer and serial entrepreneur Toyi Lawani, the brain behind the Tiana's Place empire and the founder of the Fashion Academy. Tiana's Styling Fashion Academy is one very interesting book anyone would love to read, whether a fashion enthusiast or not. She began an entrepreneurial career while she was still an undergraduate. She graduated from Nigeria's Opera Benson Beauty Institute and London's Carlton Beauty Institute. Toyi Lawani graduated from Korea's John Yim Beauty School with a certificate and a license to practice as a cosmetologist. Over the years, she has grown to be one of the leading stylists in the country. She has designed outfits for many celebrities across the world. She's more or less a role model to many in the field of entrepreneurship as a whole. Her awesomeness isn't obvious in her designs alone, but also in her personality and even in the genesis of her success. She is indeed the ideal Nigerian fashion success story. The fashion mogul has won numerous awards, including the City People Awards and also the Stylist of the Year Award at the 2014 Eloy Awards. Her tremendous success in the world of business and in the line of fashion has made a success story an epitome in the axiom, hard work pays.
So our celebrity star inspiration today, we were talking about Toyi Lawani. So what do you think about Toyi's fashion sense? Not just fashion sense, her creativity when it comes to fashion.
Oh, I think she's really creative. Like, she styled a lot of celebrities during these years. And
there was some Big Brother housemates for the entrance. She styled some of them too.
And they really came out really nice. Like, she's one of the best. Like,
if you look at what she wore during just the last concluded AMVCA, did you see that dress with a bull and horn? Yes. So her creativity, what do you think about her creativity when it comes to styling? She does things that are totally
different.
You may even see it as foolish sometimes, actually.
But a lot of celebrities out there, out of Nigeria, would pay a lot of money to have that. Like, we really, she's a really good chat to me. She's a good stylist. I
think she also mentioned that she's not very much appreciated in Nigeria. Because if you look at her style, this is something that people wear for the BET Awards. It's just all foreign awards. People wear it and they do auction these dresses. So she mentioned that that's really not just her stylists generally of such creativity are not appreciated in Nigeria.
You know, Nigerians now, they don't really get that, but she's really good.
If you're in that space where you have to be creative like Toyi, what is there a special thing you would do for the Nigerian fashion industry that you think they are lacking?
Creativity is not something, it's not something you just, it comes from the mind. Like when you start working, it comes, so you can't just think about it and, oh, this is what I want to do. It's maybe when you start working and then the inspiration just keeps coming in and then.
Well, thank you for sharing your thoughts on Toyi Lawani. Well, we have another segment for you, and that's the brand's highlights. And now on the Brian's Highlight segment, we'll be talking about the business of children fashion. A lot of people would say that working with children is a bit tedious, but maybe because of their picky nature, or some of them may have picky parents, but generally children are adorable. But now in your case, it's really peculiar because what you make is not just simple dresses, you make ball dresses for children. Well, that would entail a different kind of work other than the regular child's dress. But before we go into that, let me get your thoughts on working with children. Do you share that notion that it's tedious, or you think it's just a normal thing?
To me, it's very easy, stress-free actually.
Stress-free, wow.
Yes. Somebody might see the dress is complicated, but to me, I enjoy what I'm doing. And besides, there are like standard measurements I use for the kids, so I don't really have to see the kids to take their measurements and all of that. Even when I started my fashion brand, I actually started with adult wears, but I was not really feeling it like that. Then I had my first daughter. She's 3 now. I started these ball dresses like last April last year. I was doing both adult and kids wear ball dresses, but then it was a bit tedious for me. It was stressful. Yeah. So I decided to just focus on one thing. I found my niche, and I found out that making ball dresses is even actually easier than making adult wears for me. Oh,
okay.
Because I can even make a ball dress in 24 hours. People find that they'll be like, "Whoa, is that even possible?" Because there was a time I had an order. The client told me that her child's birthday is the next day. Can I meet up? I looked at time because I would be able to work overnight and then meet up with them. But the person probably was feeling like, it's not possible because this dress, it would take a longer time. But to me, it's something that would take somebody maybe a week to do. Might take me like less than 2 days to finish it up. So, because I really enjoy.
Okay, because you enjoy, not like there's a special technique you use in preparing
I
your
enjoy doing it.
Okay, now you mentioned you started with adult dresses and then you switched over to children. Was it a special law for children, or when you had your child that informed your decision?
Exactly. When I had my daughter, I felt this is it. Like,
okay, you wanted her to wear nice clothes. So
apart from wanting her to wear nice clothes, to me, making adult wears is just really stressful. Like when I make it, I have headaches. I don't know if you understand what I'm trying to say, but making children wears it's just easy for me, and it helps me to be creative. You understand? So to me, it's just my thing, and I just decided to stick to it.